everyone, and welcome to a special edition of Nintendo NX News. Our first story comes from the renowned financial newspaper Wall Street Journal, which in their most recent Codename NX article has come with some interesting statements and information. According to the bulletin, it appears that Nintendo will keep their word and reveal the mysterious system by the end of this year, after receiving several statements from industry analysts that the reveal might come ahead of the Tokyo Game Show, which opens its doors on September 15th. This, combined with another suggestion to the system's alleged use of cartridges due to faster loading times, pose more of a challenge to pirate and, believe it or not, can be produced on faster paces than traditional discs. Over to the next story, which, unlike most of the rumors, is actual news from Nintendo COO Reggie Fils-Aimé, who shared a few words about marketing strategies and the Nintendo NX. We have to do a better job helping people to understand the NX's uniqueness and what that means for the game-playing experience. We have to do a better job from a software planning standpoint. To have that continuous beat of great new games that are motivating more and more people to pick up the hardware and more people to pick up the software. Those are the critical lessons. You have to make sure people understand the concept. You have to make sure you've got a great library of games. And when you do that, you tend to do well. So will Nintendo succeed with the concept and marketing strategies they are setting up for the NX? We want to see your opinion in the comments below. With a stronger first-party lineup, only one thing seems to be missing to secure a standing ovation for the system, namely third-party support. And speaking of the devil in Nintendo land, just a few weeks after the confirmation from Sega that Sonic is heading for the new system, we finally got an official confirmation that the long-expected Dragon Quest XI from Square Enix would indeed get an NX release. In an internal interview conducted between none other than Masahiro Sakurai and series creator Yuji Horii, the following was shared. Well then, I would like to ask about each of your new games. First, Dragon Quest XI, the 11th installment in the series, will be released simultaneously on Nintendo 3DS and PlayStation 4, and including NX, it's coming out on 3 platforms, right? That's right, the use of hardware is different for each system, so it's quite a challenge. In the light of all the rumors stating that the NX is more of a handheld, it is securing to receive confirmations from third-party sources that solidify that the system is a gaming console capable of playing the same titles as the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Since we are on the subject of rumors, let us end this roundup by bringing some of the more interesting rumors in the recent couple of days. Warning: be always cautious when dealing with what the rumors claim. But let us dive into this jungle. The rumors recently have been touching upon subjects as oddly as Nintendo abandoning their traditional D-pad, unchanged since the NES era for a split D-pad similar to the PlayStation controller layout, and the inclusion of an additional share button, removal of region lock on the system, and detachable controllers with built-in motion controls from a 6.2-inch 720p multi-touchscreen display. Before anyone jumps to the conclusions, we will state the following. A share button would be great for a separate Nintendo streaming service and uploads to Miiverse and YouTube, but we see it as unnecessary to abandon the perfect Nintendo D-pad. On the other side, we couldn't have welcomed the removal of region locks more after all the great Japanese exclusives that have been delayed or completely ignored for Western release. The last rumor on the controller we will pass on to the discussion, where we have the great honor to welcome Obe1Plays and Macintyre.
Yeah, the rumors looks definitely promising, but the reveal is coming rather late. They ditched E3, and now we're just 6 months away from the presumed launch of the system in March 2017. So the question is, will they have enough time to promote this? And will they be able to gain any third-party support?
Yeah, and you know what? I think they'll still be fine. Now the rumor of that came from Eurogamer talking about it being a handheld home console hybrid, I see why they skipped E3. I think if they would have came to E3 with a handheld device that is less powerful than the PlayStation 4, it would have gotten so much negative flack, because at E3 you have the hardcore gamer, whereas this system is going to appeal to a larger crowd. So I see what Nintendo is doing. And so even though we haven't gotten any information yet, as long as Nintendo has been communicating with third-party developers behind the doors, behind closed doors, and third-party developers are on board, I think 6 months is still plenty of time.
In terms of, let's say, general strategy and the way Nintendo will be announcing this NX, President Kimishima said certain things along with Reggie Fils-Aimé and Shigeru Miyamoto, that the NX isn't necessarily working on power in the sense of competing with the likes of Microsoft and Sony, but rather focusing on a more casual approach. And let me define casual and hardcore. What does casual mean? What does hardcore mean? At least how I defined casual and hardcore is that casual is very pick up and play oriented. For example, let's look at Call of Duty, which is a very casual game. I could play it for, let's say, 2 deathmatch online, and I could just call it a day. In a similar sense, like, then what is hardcore then? I would situate hardcore as something you have to place a lot of time investment into. So in that kind of definition, I would say that Nintendo is trying to break some conventions to really appeal to the casual and hardcore markets by using a very casual way of making hardcore content. I know that's a lot of mixing and mashing there, but if you get those two definitions right, I think that's the direction Nintendo is going.
We know the casuals are gone. They went to mobile, and Nintendo has followed them with Pokemon Go. But what will the NX then cater to? Is it the 3DS audience, or is it the Wii U audience? Or are they trying to steal some market shares from PlayStation and Xbox?
You know what I love the concept about the NX being a home console and a handheld hybrid. If those rumors are true, I think Nintendo can capture both crowds, your hardcore and casual. My biggest thing with the Nintendo systems is if I wanted to play, they have games exclusive to the 3DS, exclusive to the Wii U, and so we're forced to buy 2 systems to play our Nintendo games. Gamers don't buy consoles just to look at consoles. We buy consoles to play games. And so now this simplifies the process where we know the next Mario Kart game, we don't have to worry, is it going to be on the handheld first or home console? We know it'll be on one platform.
Shigeru Miyamoto in an interview said that games are becoming more and more consumable, that people just get them and play them and that's it. And the idea of couch gaming is coming to an end. I'm not sure about here in, let's say, the West, but in Japan, as far as I've researched, and I have friends that live in Japan, that they're saying that the mobile market is incredibly big. It's massive. Everybody uses cell phones, and they want everything small to fit in their hands and stuff like that. And mobile gaming is up and up in Japan, not necessarily console gaming. So I can see what Shigeru Miyamoto is coming at in terms of the Japanese market, or maybe surrounding South Asian countries as well. In the West, I'm not particularly sure like how things will be implemented if the NX is indeed a dual console with one mobile unit, one home console unit. But it'll definitely turn some heads, that's for sure.
And what is more important is what you think about the NX. Give your opinion in the comments section below and vote in the Twitter poll, which you will find here. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, then please like, share, and favorite this video. And if you want to support me, the Voice Overlord, this series, and want to see more Nintendo NX news, then subscribe to Commonwealth Realm and follow him on Twitter. We hope you all have a fabulous day. This is Jason Dameron, the Voice Overlord, signing out for CR.